Hey, BJ Peters here from stampinbj.com, and I have a great new gift card holder that I created today, and it uses a special technique where you're going to get more value from one of your stamp sets. Let's get started because you're going to love this one.
So here's a close-up of this cute Christmas gift card holder. I used the Merry Little Labels stamp set right here, a fun little ribbon, some designer series paper from the Christmas Around the World, and when you open it up, here's what it looks like on the inside. It fits in a regular envelope, but it sure is a great little gift card holder. Isn't that fun? Let me show you how to make this one because I know you're going to want to make it over and over again. I started with a card base of Smoky Slate that is 5.5 inches by 4 1/4 inches, so it's going to fit in your regular envelope with no problems. Then I started with a piece of Soft Sky that is 5 inches by 7.5 inches, scored and folded at 3 3/4 inches, and that's going to layer on here just like this. The next layer is going to be Basic Gray, which is 4 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches. And that's going to layer on with this piece of gorgeous designer series paper from that Christmas Around the World and designer series paper set that is actually currently on sale. So you guessed it, it is 3.5 inches by 4.5 inches. Perfect layering, and it just showcases and pulls out the wonderful colors in that designer series paper. That's going to actually be your layering for the outside, this flap, as well as this flap. Let me put that together and come right back. All right, so I got that completed. So there's the outside and there's that flap on the inside. Now I want to adhere this to my card base, and I'm actually going to use Fast Fuse for that because with the this opening and closing and getting that gift card in and out, I want to make sure that I have very good adhesion. And with Fast Fuse being a little bit stronger adhesive, it's the perfect adhesive to use for this. Next, I want to add some of the Pool Party shimmer ribbon, and I like the Pool Party is close enough to the Soft Sky, but I like the little bit of shimmer with it. Here's a tip on how to measure it. If you go 3 lengths from on your card base, you will have the right amount to make a square knot like I've done here on your card. And there's my square knot. Now I want to show you about the stamp set and how I modified it to suit my needs. This is the Merry Little Label stamp set, and it is a wood mount stamp set. It actually comes wood mount and clear mount. I got this stamp set for free on the Thailand Incentive Achievers trip this summer. Wood mount is not my favorite, and most of my customers appreciate the clear mount as well. So 2 things that I have done, you can see that I did mount one. I did mount the to and from, but I haven't mounted the rest. And when I looked at the Let It Snow stamp set that I wanted, or stamp that I wanted to use, I wanted it to be Merry Christmas because that would be better for the greeting for this gift card. So what I did was I used my paper snips, and I actually just snipped out the inside part of the image. Now I actually have 2 stamps from one that I can use over and over again. And this, I'm just going to actually mount on a clear block. And if it doesn't stick really well for you, just add a little piece of snail adhesive. And then I can see through it and I can actually create the image that I want to create without any issues. I stamped this with Basic Gray on Very Vanilla cardstock. This punch actually comes as a bundle with this Merry Little Label stamp set. So it's a great value. I know you'll have a hard time believing this, but you can see that I used a Merry Christmas here. That actually comes from the Merry Little Label stamp set, or excuse me, Merry Pattern stamp set. And obviously it's one stamp that I cut in half, and this is a photopolymer one, so it's easy to do. And I stamped that in Pool Party ink. As you can see from this, you can see that I've used the Everyday Label punch to also kind of highlight this, but the Everyday Label punch is the same size as what I just punched out. Let me show you a trick to help create this shadow cardstock image. You're going to punch out an extra Everyday Label punch, and then you're just going to cut it in half. And with some adhesive on the back, you're just going to line this up so that you've got a little bit extra showing right here at the bottom. Let me zoom in for you to see that. There we go. And then here's at the top. Perfect. Then you actually need a 1 5/8 inch square for the sides. So if I just lay this on here just like this, I get that perfect shadow around the edge. Easy peasy, right? Let's adhere this with some Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, so now let's move on to the inside of the card. So the inside of the card had 2 snowflakes, which I looked around and I loved the Snowflake Sentiment Stamp Set. So that's the one that I chose. So I'm actually going to stamp 2 snowflakes here in basic gray. And those are going to get punched out with a 1 3/8 inch circle punch. Then to complement the gray, I've got 2 1 1/2 inch silver foil circles that I will adhere these to. For the bottom part of the gift card holder, what I have here is the basic gray again, and it's 4 3/4 by 2 inches. And then I have a strip of the Christmas Around the World Designer Series paper, and it's 4 1/2 by 1 3/4. Then I'm going to take my 1 1/2 inch circle punch that I just got done using, and about even on either side, I'm going to punch out just a little thumb hole so that somebody can grab that gift card. Now is the time again that you're going to have some action here, so you're going to want to use a stronger tape, and I'm going to use Fast Fuse around the edge here and adhere it to the card base. Just using the silicone mat, because the adhesive then will just get right on my cardstock and won't get on my stamping surface. I love the silicone mat for that. And with all the holiday projects that we use hot glue on, it is so perfect for that as well. I've got my snowflake here. We'll put that right on here. There we go. And then I've got my greeting from the Snowflake Sentiment Stamp Set again. And put that right over here. Perfect. Love how everything has come together. There's just one more finishing touch that I want to share with you, and that is adding just a few rhinestones to finish it off. I always like to add things in threes and when I can, so I'm just going to add 3 little rhinestones here to the front so that I have a cohesive look all throughout this cute little gift card here. And then I want to add a rhinestone right here to the center of this snowflake, and this one as well. Perfect. And it's going to fit in my envelope. I'll tuck my gift card in there, and I've got a super cute card. Think about all the tips that I shared with you on the card about how to customize your stamp, how to create a shadow, a cardstock shadow for your everyday label punch, a cute gift card holder. Man, what more could you ask for? Thanks for stopping by today. You can purchase these products in my online store at stampinbj.com. And remember to create and feel great. See you later.